Yo, what's up? It's TheRookYGO hitting you guys with a brand new video that I've never, never would have thought you would have this on my channel, but today we're talking about Master Duel. As of last night, I recently reached Master 5 rank in Master Duel. I've been playing Master Duel for like the past 2 or 3 months now, and I've grown very fond of the MATHMECH strategy because it's an inexpensive strategy to play on Master Duel. I didn't spend any money playing this game at all. I've just been grinding gems and just crafting the right cards I needed. And MATHMECH has helped me grind from being a gold platinum duelist to a diamond duelist to now a Master 5 duelist. And hopefully I'm going to keep climbing up that ladder to Master 1. But we are on MasterDuelMeta.com. My deck just got featured under the MATHMECH channel, as you can see right here. I'll provide this link in the description below. Basically, this is my deck list that I used. Very cheap to craft. I mean, 720 ultra rare craft points, 270 super rare craft points. I mean, like I said, compared to all the top meta decks in Master Duel, this is probably one of the cheapest. It's a tier 3 deck, and with the release of Tenpai, this deck is so good because it has a pretty good matchup against Tenpai. Because this deck, you can set up like 2 Omni Negates and you have a couple disruptions that can really affect the Tenpai strategy, and not only Tenpai but other matchups as well. So like, this deck is very strong going first. Going second, it's still pretty strong. Going second, you really want to focus on the OTK with terahertz. Yeah, this deck is very powerful. I'm very big fan of this deck. If you guys want to see like my breakdown, my review of the deck, you can check out the link below. I put the description. You can follow me on MasterDuelMeta.com. So I'm just gonna put. I have the deck list on Dueling Book right now. We're just gonna go over it real quick before I go into like the combo tutorials and stuff like that. 3 circular, 1 diameter, 1 multiplication, 1 addition, 1 subtraction, and 1 sigma. You basically your MATHMECH engine. Circular gets you into your sigma, which can be special summon from the extra deck. Special summon a hand or graveyard if you don't have anything in your extra monster zone. That basically makes your Ring 4 play into Allen Burschen, which continues the search for your other MATHMECH pieces you need for the combo. This circular searches, it's your basically your main combo starter. It searches a Speller Trap, MATHMECH Speller Trap when a MATHMECH is special summoned to your field. So you're either going to be grabbing Equation or Superfactorial. Most of the time Superfactorial, because you're going first and you want to grab this so you can make your Laplation during your opponent's turn. So it's basically, Laplation is basically a Trishula that sends a monster, a spell, a trap, and a card out their hand, all on their turn too. And then when you link summon it with Diameter, which is another key piece in the combo, it gains a negation effect. Basically, anything that's used as a synchro material, if this is used as a synchro material or an XYZ material, that monster that you synchro summon or XC summon will have a negation effect. Well, once per turn, when your opponent activates the card effect, you can negate that effect. You don't have to detach materials either. It's just an actual negate, an actual Omni Negate. It's pretty good. Multiplication is there for the combo, the OTK. You pretty much need it to send off your terahertz to double its attack to up to 11,000. That's how you pretty much do the OTK. Very crucial. You have to play, in my opinion. Addition and subtraction are your extenders along with Sigma. All 3 of these lock you into Cyberse monsters, so that's why your entire extra deck is Cyberse. Keep in mind. Very good cards to get over your opponent's monsters as well. Gaining 1,000 attack or reducing one of their monsters by 1,000 attacks. Very good, just to supplement your combo and OTK. More extenders. You play 2 Parallel Exceeds. It's at 2 in this game. Oh, I forgot. Circular is banned in the TCG. A lot of times I was asking, wow, this deck is so fun. Why is this not legal in the TCG? Why is nobody playing this in the TCG? Then I figure out it's banned in the TCG. Oh, okay, that's why. Diameter is at 1 in Master Duel. Parallel Exceeds at 2. Basically, when you link summon a monster, you can special summon to a zone that it points to. Then when it's summoned, you special summon the second Parallel Exceeds. and they both become level 4. So Parallel Exceeds is how you are able to go into your MATHMECH combos without seeing a MATHMECH. Basically, it gets you into your Allen version and pretty much search off from there. One Gatchiri Ignister. I was playing the Meow Mine, but Gatchiri Ignister is just great because of the Tenpai matchup. It's basically another extender. When you have a Cyberse monster on the field, you can negate its effect, special summon Gatchiri Ignister, and once you link summon it off for Terahertz, you can use Gatchiri's effect to make Terahertz unaffected by your opponent's card effects until the end of the opponent's turn. It's very good against the Tenpai matchup or any other matchup that plays cards like Lightning Storm, Raigeki, Dark Hole, all that. So you can save your negations that you send off a Terahertz and just have it be protected from the Gatchiri. Other cards, other combo starters are your Firewall Defensor and your Firewall Guardian. Firewall Guardian, when it's sent to the graveyard for a link summon, you can special summon one Firewall monster from your deck, which is Firewall Guardian. If Firewall Defensor is in the graveyard, you can protect your Firewall monsters from destruction once per turn. So pretty good. If you have a Terahertz on the field, you have this in the graveyard, pretty much protects your Terahertz once that turn. So again, still very good against Tenpai or any other decks that deal with destruction. Guardian is basically the monster you summon off Firewall Defensor. Once it's sent for his link summon, you can special summon it back again. But once that card leaves the field again, it gets banished. So just gotta keep in mind of that effect. Also has a nice effect in grave. Like you can, I believe you can banish it from grave. If any attack is declared involving your link monster, you can negate the attack and make their opponent's monster 0. That has came up once during ladder and it actually won me the game. Onto the hand traps. Hand traps are very crucial in Master Duel, honestly in meta in general. The best hand trap in the game, one of the best hand traps, Ash Blossom. Most of the time you want to go first, and if you guys aren't familiar with Master Duel has a mixed ban list of TCG and OCG. So cards in the OCG that are banned here are legal in Master Duel, vice versa. TCG cards that are banned are legal in the OCG. It's legal in Master Duel. It's a whole mess, but it's like basically a mixture of TCG and OCG, which means that cards like Maxi are legal, cards like Baron's illegal, Appaloosa is still legal. So this is a big counter against Maxi, especially going first. I love seeing this in my hand because I know I'm safe from like a Maxi basically. That means I can go with my combo uninterrupted for the most part. Double Veiler, pretty good hand trap there. Double Ghost Ogre. I wasn't playing this before, but until Tenpai came out, it's more crucial now because it stops the Sangan summoning. Also, other annoying field spells out there as well. Also, a couple Sky Strikers I saw in the ladder. Good against multi-roll. So, yeah, there's that. Maxi, you have to play this in Master Duel. Every deck special summons. It's very important to have this card. The one Nibiru. Probably safety from other combo decks, but you also play the one because it's a good cross-out target because your deck does lose hard to Nib. I do play Link Spider in the extra deck to continue my combo through Nib, but I still haven't tested. I still don't know how. I haven't had that come up enough to where I see how I feel about the Link Spider. But yeah, the Nibiru is here just for the safety net. So if I have the cross-out, they have the Nib, I can just freely do my combo. Spells to Call by the Grave, again, stops those Max C's, stops any hand traps that will interrupt your combo. Very important that it's at 2 in Master Duel. It's at 1 in the TCG right now. And Crossout Designator, it's at 1 in Master Duel, unfortunately. I know it's at 3 in the TCG, but the 1 is still important to play. Like I said, you lose hard to Nib, and Maxi is very annoying, so this just guarantees you. This also stops Imperm as well, so this is very good to deal with a lot of those cards. Double Signet Mining, double Small World. Basically, these are just all cards that get to your circular or any of your Cyberse combo pieces that you need. I was on 3 Small World. I think 3 Small World is probably correct. I just don't miss the 3rd. I just kind of needed to make space for other cards, and I don't miss the 3rd. Like I said, I mean, when I was playing 3 Small World, I was still bricking. I was bricking like crazy, and it didn't really matter. Like, well, I'm not saying 3 Small World makes you brick. Is that I was still bricking. I had brick hands during like certain times on ladder. I was like, what the hell? I mean, it was like I made this deck as consistent as possible. So I was like, fuck it, we'll just cut the small world to 2. And you know what? It worked out fine. 2 triple tactic talents, deals with hand traps. You get hand traps once, and you have this in hand. Okay, this just guarantees that you continue a combo uninterrupted. You know, I mostly use the effect to look at my opponent's hand to snipe. I barely use the draw 2, and I use the take control. I use the snatch steal effect here and there to take people's barons, or I took a colossus one time. But yeah, most of the time I'm just sniping cards out people's hands so I can continue my combos. One MATHMECH equation. It's a great extender. You have to play this along with super factorial so you can search off circular. Going second, this is what you want to search off circular so you can like extend and just OTK your opponent. Still a great extender to have in general. 3M perm, nothing much to say here. It dodges triple attack thrust or talent, so that's pretty good. Nothing much to explain here. Super factorial helps you summon your Laplation. Hopefully you'll have the negates in the graveyard as well. Extra deck, the save worm. Again, you would send this off of terahertz, which basically once this is engraved, you can negate a spell, a trap, or effect by banishing it from your graveyard. Another card is Packbit. Basically, if this card is Secret Star and sent to the graveyard, you can target one monster in your graveyard or one face-up monster under your opponent controls, discard one card, and then you can place it in the spell or trap zone. So basically, use terahertz to send this to the grave. It's basically like a Flamberge Dragon during your opponent's turn. So it helps you push back like any of their combo starters, or any if they try to link summon, exceed summon, secret summon, you can stop all that just by sending pack bait, basically, or any problem monsters, basically. Alan Bershin, Laplation, Alan Bershin's your pretty much your combo enabler. Circular and Sigma overlay for Alan Bershin. Alan Bershin will search for your diameter for the most part, and then continue your plays from there. Um, there are times where I probably could have used like the third effect, but most of the time the 2 material effect is the only one you really use. The third and fourth don't really come up that often or at all, to be honest. Laplation, not much to explain here. This is basically like this can act as a Trishula during your opponent's turn. 3 materials, you can send a random card at their hand, send a monster they control the graveyard, and send a spell or trap your opponent controls the graveyard. These don't target. And then when you have this as an Xyz material, it pretty much becomes an Omni Negate. So that's pretty good. A lot of people don't play this. I play it. Lighting Dragon Ignister. Basically, you can attach one material from the card, destroy face on monsters your opponent controls up to the number at Ignister monsters you have, which is this is including itself, basically. It doesn't target to destroy, so that's pretty cool. It came up in the grind game a lot. I really like it, especially when it's second effect, when another cyber monster you control inflicts power damage to your opponent. You special summon one link monster from your graveyard. So in the grind game, you're gonna have link monsters in your graveyard. So this can help you get back into that game, help you take over, take control of the game from there. I'm still testing it. We'll see how it goes further up the ladder as we go into Master 1. But yeah, I really like this card. It helped me win a game against Sky Striker recently. But yeah, thanks. Link Monsters, Access Code Talker. Can't really nothing much to say here. You have to play this. You play a bunch of Talker cards, so um, it's great to play for the OTK. The Golem OTK. Heat Soul is great. It's a quick effect. Pay 1,000 to draw a card. So during your opponent's turn, if you have this in terahertz, basically chain it to anything they have, or just use it to potentially draw another hand trap. So it's very good. I really like this card a lot. Terahertz probably should have been the first card I talked about. Like this card is just MVP. It's basically like it gets your Omni Negates engraved. It also negates any monster effects activated opponent in the battle phase. So it literally auto wins against Tenpai. So they will try their hardest to get rid of this, but you will try your best to keep this on field. And it gains an extra attack for each attribute that you send. So if you send, this can have potentially 2 attributes, so it can have up to 2 attacks, which really can enable you to OTK your opponent, just kill your opponent So yeah, this card is great. You can have like a, I think the most I had this card at was like 21,000. But yeah, you have an 8,000 firewall on your opponent's turn, and then next turn you potentially have a 16,000 attack firewall, which is kind of crazy. Yeah, this card is insane. G Golem, Crystal Heart. Basically, if they make it past turn 2, if you want to continue extending your plays, this helps you get back your access code talker, and you basically go for the access code. I mean, transcode talker, my bad, and then you make the access code talker for the OTK line. Lingaribo is very good. Makes most of your combos imperm proof, and it's a great combo starter from there. Link Decoder, if it's linked off to summon a code talker monster, you basically special summon it back for another extender. Link Spider is there just because if you get Nib, help you continue comboing through Nib. Hasn't come up that much, but I've seen it happen to me before, and I kind of wish I had it. We'll see how this tests going up the ladder. One Almirage for like those semi decent hands that like you don't really have like a MATHMECH or Firewall, but you kind of have like, let's say you have a Parallel Xyz and like a hand trap. You can summon a hand trap and then make Almirage, and you could probably go off from there pretty much. Splash Mage, another combo extender. Make this, summon another Cybers, make the Transcode Talker, and then continue from there. Pretty good card for the combo. Transcode Talker, not much to say here. This is very important for making Terahertz. This brings back your Splash Mage, Link Decoder, special summon back, make the Decode Talker Heat Soul, and then make Terahertz from there. But yeah, overall solid deck. I love this list. I might change it up for as I climb up the ladder for Master 1. These are some cards that I did play or that I might put back in the deck. Meow Mine it was pretty solid. I think it's better for like going second because of its graveyard effect. If a Link 2 monster is sent to the graveyard or banished face up, you could if while it's in your graveyard you can return a card from their field to the hand. Very good if you're going second and trying to clear the board. But going first, I would like to go first for the most part. So I think that's why I'd rather play the Get Cherry to protect my firewall from like Tenpai cards or the cards that Tenpai play or any other board breakers basically. Final Sigma was fun to play in like the lower ladder, but it really hasn't come up ever since I climbed like the higher tiers. This could always come back in. Same thing with Aggregator, didn't really come up. I didn't really find its effect useful because like I had a lot of Omni Negates already and backed up with hand traps. It's like, okay, you don't really need it, but at the same time I could see it coming back in as well. But Cusco is there because in case like I get shifted by like Tenpai, I didn't have another play, or if I get hand trapped or and I just didn't have another play, I could make this. But then again, it's like there's so many times where I couldn't actually make this because I was already locked into Cybers, so it kind of sucks. So I wouldn't say Bagusa sucks, I just don't think I can play this anymore. I want to consider IP and SP just because there's not really a generic Cybers monster you can make in this deck. Again, we'll consider this for the future. I don't know yet. I'll have to test this out in ladder. Update Jammer, I played this before. I just cut it for more cards I could play in my extra deck. Hasn't really came up. I know it's good against Tenpai, but like I feel like it just doesn't come up enough. But yeah, let's go on to some replays. I want to show you guys an ideal opening. So ideal opening, we just have Circular and Defensor, and like we can just ignore these cards, but like typically you would have like some hand trap or like something to stop a hand trap like Call By. So basically you start your combo off with Circular. Circular's gonna send your Sigma. Sigma's gonna special summon itself, and then Circular's effect is gonna activate to add a spell or trap. Well, hold on, let me do that again. We're gonna add Superfactorial, right? Then we're gonna make Allen Burschen. Allen Burschen's gonna search for your diameter, because you need to get your diameter so you can get that Omni Gate, right? Now, you look at my hand. Okay, normally, before I used to, just summon diameter and continue the combo. Summon diameter, special summon a MATHMECH. Then you could continue to do your plays. But what would be better here Since you have Defensor, you haven't normal summoned yet. I'd rather summon Defensor now because like you have protection from your opponent's card effects, basically, or destruction effects. I would much rather just use Alan Bersham's effect to special summon the Diameter just so I can get it into the grave, really. And then we go Defensor, link it off for Link Karibo. Defensor's effect will special summon Firewall Guardian. And then Firewall Guardian, we're going to link it off for Link Decoder. And then we're going to special summon Firewall Guardian back with its own effect. Then we're going to summon the Splash Mage. Never talked this fast in my life before. And then Splash Mage's effect is going to bring back the Firewall Guardian. Now, you see here, if you didn't open any MATHMECs, this is how you would go into the MATHMEC combo without any MATHMEC starters. Basically all with the help of like Parallel Exceeds and like the Firewall monsters, but we'll get onto that combo next. So yeah, we're gonna make Transcode. Link Decoder is gonna special summon itself. Transcode is gonna special summon Splash Mage. Come on. Now we're gonna make Decode Talker Heat Soul. We're gonna pay 1,000, and then we're gonna draw one because we draw into a hand trap. Yep. Now we're gonna link everything off except for Heat Soul for Firewall Terahertz. We're gonna send the Just Save Worm. We're gonna gain 2,500, and then we're just gonna set the Factorial and the call by or anything else that we open. During their turn, we can activate their, if they decide to summon a monster or whatnot, we can just activate the Factorial, make the Alan Bersham, all just dependent on their field. We have a Laplation with the Omni Gate. Then you can send the Pack Bit if you need to. Boost that up to 8,000, then Pack Bit's effect will push back any monster they have into the back row. So yeah, that's an ideal opening. That's like a near perfect opening. That's what you want to see. You want to have a field like that, basically. You basically want to have a field like that. We're gonna go on to a field. Let's say we don't open the MATHMEC combo. Let's say you just have Defensor, right? So you're gonna start off with Defensor, make Link Karibo, Chain Link 1 Xyz, and then Defensor is gonna special Guardian. Then you're gonna summon the other Parallel Xyz. This is now where you make the Alan Bersham. Alan Bersham is gonna search Circular here, right? Now here's where it gets tricky. So at most, you already used Alan Bersham's effect already to search, and Circular is only gonna get you one other MATHMEC in the graveyard. So realistically, you'll only have 2 level 4 MATHMECs at most, right? So unfortunately, what you would have to do, you either have to, when you go into Terahertz later in this combo, you either would have to send that MATHMEC to the graveyard using Terahertz on your first turn, or you can wait till your opponent's turn. At the start of their turn, you can send that MATHMEC to the grave with his Terahertz effect, just so Super Factorial is live. Because there's no other way of getting to that third MATHMEC monster, unfortunately. So I'm gonna send Diameter to the grave with Circular, and then we're gonna use Alan Bersham's effect to tribute to special summon from the grave. And then since it's been special summoned while Circular is out, we're gonna search the Factorial. We're gonna link off. What do we do here? Oh yeah, I'm gonna move the. I'm gonna move it there. Yeah, yeah. Zoning is important when it comes to like Link monsters. It's very important to know your zonings. We're gonna move that there. We're gonna link off for Link Decoder. Guardian's gonna special summon its effect. I think I have an extra monster on the board. I totally forgot to realize that. I didn't really consider that. But now we're just gonna link into Splash Mage. Special summon back the Diameter. We're gonna link into Transcode. Special summon the Link Decoder. Special summon Splash Mage. Decode Talker Heat Soul. We're gonna draw. What are we gonna draw? Yep, we're drawing another Talons. We're gonna make Terahertz. Actually, so yeah, we ended on an extra extender, which we really didn't need to do that. I probably could have kept this in grave, so you can get that protection from attacks. But yeah, but from here you're gonna send it. I'm deciding to send it to Save Worm first, just so I can have that safety net of a negation. And then next turn, next turn I'm gonna send the Sigma, right, during the start of their turn, and then I'm just gonna be able to do the same shit from there. But yeah, that's pretty much how you do it. It's a little bit different, but just play your cards right and you'll get there. The next combo we're gonna go is more of a suboptimal opening. This is let's just say I don't have the cross out here, and like I'm worried about getting hand trapped. So we're just gonna start off with Signet mining. We're gonna get circular. Most of the time, if your opponent knows you're on MATHMECH, they're gonna try to hand trap the Alimbertion. They don't care about circular for the most part. So, my bad. Considering that, like for the purpose of this video, I did this on purpose. So like, I just repeated myself. But yeah, I send diameter because I want to guarantee access to diameter. Because if I don't send diameter, they hand trap me when I summon Alimbertion. I don't have access to diameter, so it would kind of suck not having that negate. But we're just gonna keep playing it. So I'm gonna summon the Sigma. Again, we're just pretending I don't have that cross out, right? We're gonna search the factorial, make this guy, and we're gonna search. We're gonna search the equation. We're gonna special summon by boosting the prime. I'm gonna link it to Splash Mage. And then do the same thing over. Transcode, decoder. Decode Talker Heat Soul. Draw one. Didn't draw a hand trap, but we're gonna use the equations for the extra extender. And yeah, we got our firewall. A little bit suboptimal, but still good enough because now you have the 3 targets for super factorial. You have your Omni Gate engraved from Terahertz. You just don't have Heat Soul. You just don't end on Heat Soul, which is totally fine. It's totally fine here, because you still open pretty well. If I didn't play it like that, you would probably ended on Heat Soul, but in the scenario which they hand trapped your Alimbertion, then that's why you would send the diameter instead. But yeah, that was it for these combo videos. I hope you guys enjoyed this deck profile, this Master Duel video. Very happy that I made to Master Rank 5. It was such a grind. I made a lot of misclicks and misplays, but it's I wouldn't recommend playing Master Duel on your phone when you're out in public with your friends or girlfriend or anything like that, because when you're playing on ladder, you gotta lock in. You have to lock in playing on ladder. You cannot be distracted, unfortunately. But yeah, please check out my post on MasterDuelMeta.com. Please subscribe to me for more Master Duel content. I'm gonna try to stream more Master Duel ladder if I can, but my PC is not able to stream and play Master Duel at the same time, unfortunately. Master Duel runs perfect. It's my streaming software that just starts to lag. So yeah, I hope to post more Edison content soon for you guys. And other than that, comment, like, subscribe. Big shout out to ATL Goat Format for hosting. ATL Go for hosting the Atlanta Edison World Championship qualifier 2 weeks ago. Shout out to AGT BLS for winning that tournament. Shout out to Format Library for letting us host. Shout out to CCS for letting us providing us the venue. Big shout out to Cation on YouTube. Cation is a Master Duel YouTuber where I've been learning mostly pretty much how I learned how to play MATHMECH was from Cation's videos. Pretty good. Cation showed me a lot of combos that I didn't even know how to do, so I would go subscribe to Cation as well. Other than that, thank you guys. Peace out.